Hi all, welcome to Saffron Turtle. Today we are doing a full moon reading which is on 9th of October, which is also known as Hunter's Moon. And the thing about Hunter's Moon in spirituality is that during this moon we have an energy that tries to make us find a way to stand for ourselves, or perhaps know how to find our full potential, stand in our true power, that is. Okay, so for that I was doing the reading. I wasn't at all planning to pick a card, but for some reason when the cards came out I knew instantly that this is going to be a pick a card reading. And the reason for that is because these three are quite different energies and they are talking about quite different things, and therefore I feel to make the best out of, or to give you the best of this reading, it will make sense to do it in a pick a card format. Okay, I don't know why I fumbled over there, but I did, so yeah, that's fine. So the three cards that came out of Kipper's deck were Child. 18 number is over here. So if this is the card for you, or you feel drawn towards this card, you will be in group 1. You can listen to that part of the reading. Second card is main female. So I feel like you will feel an instant connection with this card here, or your intuition will try to tell you that there is a message for you with this card. So this is group 2. For group 3, false person has come out. So if you feel drawn towards this is your card. So this is a place where you can pause and look at all of these three cards and see where you find your connection with, or which card feels like it's attracting you the most. So group 1, if you have selected Child, this is the reading for you. And to make the full use of, or take the full advantage of the full moon, I believe you need to heal your inner child, or have a childlike attitude towards life. There may be a child who requires your help or assistance, or you may have to deal with a child. You didn't plan this child, but for some reason there is a child in your life. There may also be a childish energy about you or about somebody who is close to you. So whatever the case may be, this is your reading. So this is clarified by Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Devil reversed. So first of all, the Devil reversed is telling you, bravo, you were able to get rid of your addiction. You were able to walk away from a tempting situation which really wasn't good for you. It can also be about you not really focusing on your negative self-talk. Okay, it can be a number of reasons for which the Devil reversed is here. And if you haven't really turned your back towards your addictions, obsessions, or a situation that is harmful for you, you know that, but still because of some attraction you're staying there, this card is urging you and telling you also that you can release this energy. This is not beneficial for you. You have it inside of you to release this energy. Also, with the Two of Wands and the Child combined, I feel like the cards are asking you to have a childlike attitude towards life. When you look into the future, do not be influenced by the past experiences that hurt your inner child, or perhaps there were certain situations in your childhood that affected you, affected your mindset. So Two of Wands here is telling you, in order for you to stand to your true power, it's necessary that you have a positive attitude or positive perspective towards the future. Okay? Be optimistic about the future. Even the priestess is asking you to have a joyous view of the future. Also, we have the Hanged Man. This process may not be as easy as it sounds, changing your ways of life, or changing your mindset, or not allowing your past experiences to influence your present outlook towards life. It's not easy. It's not an easy feat to achieve. But the Hanged Man is telling you that you, first of all, you are divinely guided to do that. This divine light is there to help you out. And secondly, have patience with yourself. Believe in divine timing. You keep doing the work. Whenever you hear yourself going into that negative self-talk zone, or drawn towards those obsessions, addictions, or having a negative view about the future, or you're not feeling optimistic enough, maybe you're feeling pessimistic about future, in all the scenarios, have patience with yourself, have faith in the process, believe in divine timing, know that things will come around. It's just a matter of time. And I feel drawn to give you the affirmation associated with grateful optimism. I will just read that for you, which you can repeat whenever you feel a disconnect with your inner child. I recognize and appreciate all the little joys that I've been blessed with. I look to the future with happy expectations. Okay, group 1, so I hope it helped in some way. And that's all I have for you for today. I'll talk to you in the next reading. Alright, group 2, if you chose main female for your message, then this is the segment of reading. This segment of the reading is for you. Oh God, that got too complex. With the main female, I feel like it's not just talking about a person in your life who is heavy with feminine energy, who has a lot of feminine energy. It can be, but it's not just that. It is also talking about your own feminine energy. Okay, maybe in order to stand to your true potential, you need to get in touch with your feminine side, kindness, compassion, the nurturing side of your nature. Maybe you have lost touch with that, and the cards are asking you to do that. Take care of yourself. It's time you get in touch with your female or feminine energy. To clarify this card, these 3 cards came out all in reversed. The Empress reversed, the Sun reversed, and Page of Cups reversed. Alright, so the thing here is, these 2 are major arcanas. It's telling me, and look at all the yellow, the bright, beautiful, happy energy, and yet these are reversed. So this is telling me perhaps you have stopped taking care of yourself. You're not feeling happy enough. Maybe that is because of all the dreamy, wishy-washy feelings that you have for something. Maybe you are dreaming about a bright future but not actively doing anything to manifest that. Or perhaps you are sitting, I get this feeling that for some of you, maybe you are seeing things that are not there. Maybe you have lost touch with the reality. For some reason, your imaginative side has taken over, and that is causing you to lose yourself, or to forget how to draw a clear distinction between reality and imagination. If that's the scenario and you don't feel like you have a solution for that, maybe seek professional help. It's okay if you want to talk to a therapist. Just find somebody who really gets you, who is non-judgmental, and who is really trying to help you. Okay, so whoever you make that connection with, it may take a while, but once you put your mind into it and you recognize the problem here, you'll be able to get through this. All right, for some of you maybe this is not resonating, but for you I feel like you have gone too much inside of your head and you're dreaming of getting things, and like I said, not actively doing anything about it. So I feel like because of all of that, you have been trying to imagine how the future would look like, how beautiful your future would be, how much joy will be there, how many people you'll be surrounded with, like in a happy way, like a happy community, or how you will be able to be happy in the future. But that's what you're doing, just sitting and not working on that. And because you have been dreaming of getting that happy ending or that happy life, but you're just not getting the response from the universe because you're not actively manifesting those things. You are just dreaming of that future. You have lost touch with yourself. The Empress and the Sun reverse. These are major arcanas, I tell you. So this is definitely a heavy energy. You have the potential to turn these cards upright. Okay, that means you have the potential to manifest joy in your life, manifest abundance. The Empress is really a card about birthing something new, birthing abundance. If it's not literally birthing a child or bringing a new life, it may be about bringing abundance into your life, and abundance that will lead towards a happy life. And remember, the joy is inside of you. You have the power to manifest happiness every second of your day, because when you realize that you are pure joy, you can manifest joy in your life, because joy is inside of you. Happiness is not a destination, it's inside of you. So the cards are telling you, you need to turn this upright, and to turn that upright, you need to start taking care of yourself. In any way, take care of your feminine side. If there is a female, this may not be directly applicable to you, but maybe there is a female in your family who needs your care, who needs your compassion, kindness, your help, your assistance in some way. Maybe they have lost touch with reality and they need your help to make things right for them. Whatever it may be, but it's time that this person or you start taking care of yourself, start manifesting real joy. And the Priestess of Light has given us two cards here. Duality here is telling you or asking you to understand different aspects of your nature. Okay, we all have a beautiful voice inside of us which talks about kindness, compassion, and then we have a loud voice or a voice that tells you about taking revenge, being resentful, or all of those things. Now, in each situation, the power lies inside of you. Okay, it resides within your reach. You can decide which way to turn. So this card is telling you, maybe you are getting misunderstood because you are vocalizing or inclining towards speaking the things that loud voice is asking you to do. You need to really understand your duality. Maybe some of you are Geminis, because duality is directly related to Gemini. But if you're not, that's also alright. Maybe you have Gemini somewhere in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but if it's there, it will resonate some more. But this card is essentially asking you to analyze both of these voices and understand which one is applicable in which scenario. You cannot always be driven by your okay, I don't know what that was about. But you cannot always be driven by your again, okay, there is something about Lloyd. I don't know what's trying to come through. If it's resonating with you or Lloyd has some meaning to you, take it. Otherwise, just ignore it. So you, like I was saying, you cannot allow your loud voices in your head that are talking about vengeance and resentment and war and all of those things, judgment, even judging others, those things, you cannot always let those drive your life. In fact, you should get in touch with your feminine side. Really look inside of you and figure out which energy is applicable to which situation. So analyze your duality, understand the many faces of your nature. Okay, and there can be many meanings with every situation that you are not making sense of. Because I strongly get the feeling with the Page of Cups reversed here, with the pig flying here, and this guy sitting and imagining all sorts of things. I feel that you really need to take charge of the situation. You are probably struggling between your dreams and feasible dreams, okay, if that makes sense. I hope it did for you, because that's what I'm getting here. So you really need to make sense of both the situation and understand which one is applicable where, which way is the best way to make your dreams or transform your dreams into reality. We also have hidden knowledge for you, and I feel like the universe is trying to send you some signals, send you some messages to tell you that this is the right path. And perhaps you are not, because you are not tuned into yourself, because you are not taking care of yourself, because you are indulging in the negative self-talk, and you are in your own dream world, the la la land. You are not getting those signs, you're ignoring those signs perhaps. But this card is asking you, rather urging you, to understand the hidden knowledge that resides beneath or inside of you. Get in touch with your intuition. Don't ignore the signs. If you see a pattern in your life, try to analyze that pattern and break it down into the meaning that is applicable to you, the sense that you can make out of that situation. Alright, I'll give you 2 affirmations because we have 2 Priestess of Light cards here, and see duality open right away. So the affirmation here is, I'm willing to explore the many wonderful sides of my nature. I'm open to understanding the depth of my truth and expressing that to others. This was for the dualities. And then we have hidden knowledge. The affirmation with this card is, I'm blessed with intuitive wisdom. I receive helpful insight from the Akashic records whenever I may need it. Alright, group 2, I hope it helped in some way and you are able to make the best of this full moon, the hunter's moon we call it. And by implementing all of the messages here, I hope you'll be able to find your true power once again. Alright, talk to you in another reading. Now I'll move on to group 3. Thank you for watching group 2. Hello group 3, if you chose false person, this segment of the reading is for you. Alright, so I feel like perhaps to stand to your true power or to take a stand for yourself, you need to recognize what energy is trying to manipulate you, or which person is hiding behind a mask. Maybe somebody is there around you who tries to put on the mask of a loyal friend, and yet there is something sinister about them. It may not be sinister in the devilish kind of way, but it may be about reeling you into their lives to get something from you and then just discarding you. Perhaps you have been seeing red flags here, because we have high priestess here, and I feel like you know it intuitively who is that person. And yet, for some reason, you are unable to release them. And the cards are here to remind you that to stand to your true power, to really make the best of your life, and even to make the best of this full moon, you really need to release these false energies from your life. And if you are having trouble identifying who is the real friend and who is the fake one, I feel like King of Pentacles and Six of Cups, both the cards have pets here. Okay, let's just call it that. So I feel like you need to take inspiration from the loyalty and the selfless love that your pets show to you. If you have a pet, you know it. The kind of love that you get from your pets is the real kind. There is no denying the fact that their love is selfless. And if you are surrounded by their loving energy, and you are tuned into your intuition, you will instantly know. You will get that energy. You will be able to read that energy from that person. Their actions will tell you, absolutely tell you, that they are not right for you. And also I feel like with High Priestess and Six of Cups, King of Pentacles here, chemicals here. Yeah, so I think chemical is also there playing some kind of role. Because what happens is, when we are really attracted towards a person, we tend to ignore the red flags. We tend to deny our own intuition when it tries to tell us that this is not the right person for you, because we don't want to lose that person. We are just not ready to release them from our lives. For some reason, we want to keep them around us with the hope that one day they will see our true love and perhaps be drawn towards it. This doesn't have to be a romantic situation. This can also be about a parent who you want in your life, or you want some kind of validation from them, but you know they don't really care about you that much. And this is not going to resonate with everybody, but for some of you maybe this is true. So what happens is that we try to ignore the red flags with that hope. We see the red flags, we know the red flags are there, but we feel like if they just stick with me, they will see my worth. But the thing is, they are false. They are never going to see your worth, because they are too self-indulged. They are too selfish to see anything other than their own true motives. Alright, with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, I feel like you have somebody who is your soulmate. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but there is a loving energy that is trying to protect you or trying to guide you. And along with that, you have the High Priestess energy, and this is a major arcana. So I feel like your intuition is really on point. It knows who is right, who is wrong, and there is this person who is your soulmate perhaps. And yet, because you want that certain kind of approval, validation, love, whatever it may be from this person, that's why you're ignoring this person. What happens is, when we are attracted towards a person, we tend to ignore everybody else, or we try to just focus all of our energy on that one person, even though we know they are not ready to commit yet, but we have that hope one day they will. And because of that hope, we ignore this one person who is there to support us, who has been there for a while now, and yet we ignore them. So the cards here are telling you, with the Divine Feminine here, that be receptive towards the love that is trying to come into your life that is trying to get your attention. Be open for that. Okay, with the divine feminine, I also feel like either you need to cultivate that feminine energy inside of you, or you need to really pay attention to that energy. Or I had one more thought there and I completely skipped over it. Give me a minute, maybe it will come back to me. Okay, it's not coming, that's all right, maybe eventually it will. And so I feel like it's really important for you to surround yourself with those people who are compassionate, who are kind, who are nurturing souls. Okay, and also cultivate these feelings inside of you. Nurture your inner or your feminine energy, let's just call it that. Okay, so that is the message for you here. I'll just give you the affirmation that is associated with divine feminine here in Priestess of Light, and you can repeat that whenever you feel drawn towards the false person. I open myself to the divine feminine within and around me. As I get in touch with the warmth of my spirit, my magnetism grows. Okay, you are the magnet towards attracting all of these beautiful energies. If you just release this false energy, you know who this is. I know it, that you know. Because we have the High Priestess here. So I know you know who is this person. And if you don't know, there is help there. Surround yourself with loving energy. Maybe spend more time with your pets. And cultivate your feminine, focus on your feminine side for a while. And don't ignore your intuition, but I feel it intuitively that you know who is this false person. Okay, group 3. So that's all I have for you today. I hope it helped. I'll see you again in another reading. And for now, just as I always say, shine bright.